Hi, you guys. I wanted to show you um, the workspace, the Photoshop workspace first. Now, when you get onto one of the Macs that we have in the classroom, along the bottom we have a list of the programs. Now, most of the time you'll find Photoshop already open, and you can just click it, and the program will open up. If it's not there on a Mac, you have to click Finder and then go to Applications. And in Applications, you will see all of the different programs. And you can click the thumbnail version if you want. We'll be using Bridge. So let's go ahead and open that. And Photoshop, which I already have open. But that's how you find it on a Mac. You find it on with the Finder. The other thing is, I'm just going to move this. When you plug in your SD card, there will be a little icon. This is an external hard drive, so it looks bigger, but it'll look literally like a little SD icon, and it'll say no name if you haven't named it, and that's where your images are. If you have a USB drive, whatever, it'll pop up. It'll be a little icon there. Okay. All right, so before we do Bridge, let's just go over Photoshop, okay? Now, the Photoshop has a lot of the same things that every program does, in that it has tabs. And these tabs are going along the top. They're the File, Edit, Image, Layer, Type, Select, blah, blah, blah. It keeps going and keeps going. So those are the main kind of functions. Going along the left-hand side of the screen are the tools that Photoshop offers. And if you notice, there's a little icon or a little like triangle in the bottom right corner of each icon, and that indicates that there are additional tools underneath that tool. So all you do is you hold your mouse over and then press the clicker on the mouse, and you will see all the different options that are allotted. Now, the other thing, as you click on each tool, you will notice that this bar across the top changes, and it changes based off of the different tools that you select, and there are many different ways that we can adjust even those tools. So these are the tools. There's additional ones underneath. Then we have the tool adjustments bar going across the top of the workspace. Down here is the color picker down here, and then an entire, kind of assortment of colors will show up. We won't use that very much, but it may come in handy. Over on the right-hand side are different palettes. The most important one is probably the adjustments and the layers. Those are the ones we're going to be using the most. Now, if you come up to your computer and your workspace doesn't look like this, you can go to Window, Workspace, and Reset Essentials. And that will reset you, and then I can just close that one because I don't use libraries very much. And that'll just put you back into this kind of look. Okay, all of these bars you can adjust and change the sizes, so you can kind of set it up however you want, and you can move these tabs around if you want to, kind of make them bigger. There's all different kinds of things that you can do, and you'll just have to play with that. Okay, all right, so we're going to open up an image. So in order to do that, we need the bridge. So I'm just going to click on the bridge. The bridge is designed, it's a good way of seeing the images and deciding, which ones you want to play with. When you attach your media into the computer, you click on Computer, and that will show you all the different things that you have attached. And here's my external hard drive. So I click on that, and then it'll show me all of my information. And so I go to where usually it's DCIM is what you're looking for on your memory card, and it'll open up all your images. So I just have a few in here. If I want to make the images bigger or smaller, I go down to this area and I can move this toggle to the right and they will make them bigger. It'll just give you an idea of what to do. So now you're going to pick 2 of your best images from the scavenger hunt. It can be really any 2 that you want. Okay, so I'm going to pick this one, and then I'm going to hold the command key down and pick that patio as well for my texture piece. And then just click inside the image, do a double click, and it'll open them both up in Photoshop. I'm so sorry. Okay, so now up here you have 2 tabs, and it shows you 2 images, right? And then the image is blown up on your workspace. Over here on my layer, it just shows the background with a little thumbnail, which is the same image here. And so now we need to talk about resizing our photo and renaming it for our class. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys get caught up and then watch the next video.